I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at Angelarium, the Oracle of Emanations, and it is by Eli Manaya and Peter. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Anyway, they have come up with this incredibly strange yet surprisingly beautiful Oracle deck. It consists of two parts. One is the 11 emanations, and then there is the 22 cards. They are the 22 cards that represent the different parts. So it's definitely something that is a very, very niche deck. Okay, it is strangely enough by La Scarabeo, and look at this beautiful box. We've got amazing, really top quality cards, top quality card. You've got this ribbon that you can pull the stuff out from. It's a really, really good, it's really good packaging, like wow, it comes with this really cool booklet. It is, of course, the usual booklet from La Scarabeo. It's in, I think, 7 languages or whatever. And yet, what's nice about this is there are little pictures in here. So there are pictures, different pictures throughout the book of the different cards. Okay, so not a bad book, not a bad box. Let's have a look at the cards themselves. These are the 11 emanations, but let me just tell you that is the back of the card. The cards are big, all right? They're big and square. The back is really beautiful. The cardstock is very La Scarabeo. It's actually pretty good for La Scarabeo, so it's really not that bad. They are high gloss, so if in bright sunlight or bright lights, you're going to battle to read these. The other thing you're going to battle to read is because they are so incredibly, incredibly bizarre. All right, so the first 11 are the emanations. I don't know what that means. The only reason I bought this deck was because I thought it was a dark tarot deck and I kind of saw the pictures and that's why I wanted it. Okay, so I'm not even going to try and pronounce these names. If you know anything about Kabbalah, this is going to be the deck for you, but I'm going to just go through these first 11 cards with you so you can see what I'm talking about. So there is the first card. Right? There are no actual names. The only way that you can figure out whether these are the emanations or the actual pathways is by that little sign. If it has that little sign, then it is the Emanation Card. And I'll show you what the sign is on the others just now. So we're basically just going to go whiz through these. And there are obviously 33 cards in the deck, 22 and 11. And you can just see the artwork is extremely bizarre. If you'd like to get a closer look at the artwork, what you can do is pause your video and zoom in if you can do that. I will show 1 or 2 cards up close. You can kind of see that. Very strange artwork. Very beautiful artwork and really, really stunning, excuse my French, but this whole deck is a bit of a mindfuck. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff, but very confusing. I don't know anything about Kabbalah. I have not got the intent or the interest to actually learn anything about it. I believe that it is a system that is very, very deep. And once you start investigating this, it becomes sort of all-consuming. So I'm not really ready to go down that path yet. So those are the cards of the emanations, okay? Let's move those cards aside. Let's move them right out the way. And let us have a look at the 22 paths. All right. These, I do recognize 1 or 2 of the names, like Raziel. That is an angel name, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of these names sound familiar to me. Now, if you have a look there, look at this little circle. That is how you know that it is the pathway cards, okay? And of course, there are more of them. There are 22, whereas there are only 11 of the others. Look at that. Hectic. Now, let me tell you something. I do not use this deck at all. When I first got it, I was like, okay, let me see how I can use this. And of course, I could not find a single way to use this at all. So if you have this deck and you use it, please would you comment down below and let me know how you use this deck and whether it works for you. I can tell you that it's very easy to shuffle and it lays itself out really nicely. But to me, because I have no Kabbalah background, it means nothing. None of these cards have any meaning. And also you can't actually read intuitively with this deck because it is directly linked to the Kabbalah. So intuitive reading with this, it doesn't work. I've tried it. I know people who have tried doing that, and they've also said to me, we can't. It's just this, it's too linked to the Kabbalah to actually be interpreted in any way. You'd need to know who these angels are, what they do, how they feature in Kabbalah, how they feature in the different planes, because apparently Kabbalah is about doorways and planes and levels of existence. So look, there's one I recognize, Uriel, angel of flame. As I said, the only reason I got this is because of the incredible artwork. And it is probably a deck that I'm going to decorate with or make something out of. Either a wall hanging or maybe take these cards and frame them. But yeah, anyway, look, that is the Angelarium, Oracle of Emanations. It is by La Scarabeo. It's a pretty deck, but it's really not a deck that I would recommend unless you are fully into Kabbalah. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Sunday for another deck review.